While most people hit the gym for health or to look good in the mirror, Special Forces soldiers have a different kind of training. They're prepared for situations few could endure, surviving in high-risk zones, lifting their own body, carrying wounded comrades, enduring pain, and keeping moving forward without rest.
That's a whole different level of fitness, David. It's not just about looking strong, it's about being functionally, undeniably strong when your life depends on it.
Exactly. Today we're unveiling 7 exercises used by Special Forces soldiers to build that insane strength. No equipment, no excuses, just real, raw power. If you can make it to the end of this 2-hour deep dive, you'll already be stronger, both physically and mentally, than most people out there.
I'm ready for the challenge. Welcome everyone to Strength Unleashed, the podcast that brings you the tactics and mindset to become truly unbreakable. I'm Olivia.
And I'm David. Today we're dissecting the very movements that forge elite soldiers. And to start, we're diving into an exercise that's foundational to military conditioning, the mountain climber.
Mountain climbers. I've done those in H classes. They're definitely a heart pumper, but I didn't realize they were Special Forces level.
Oh, they are. Mountain climbers are one of the most complete exercises in the military arsenal. And it's no coincidence they're part of Special Forces training worldwide. Imagine yourself climbing a mountain, but without moving from your spot. This explosive movement works practically your entire body in a dynamic and intense sequence.
So it's a full body dynamic plank.
Exactly. It primarily targets your core, abdominals, obliques, and lower back, creating a strong, stable center, which is essential for any soldier. But your quads, hamstrings, and glutes are strongly recruited, while your shoulders and arms work to maintain stability. It's like building a protective shield around your body.
How do you execute it with that military precision?
Start in a high plank position, hands aligned under your shoulders, body forming a straight line from head to heels. Keep your core contracted, pulling your belly button toward your spine. Now bring one knee toward your chest quickly, returning it to the start, and alternate with the other leg in a continuous, controlled movement.
So, not just flailing the legs around. What are the common mistakes?
Raising your hips too high, letting your lower back sag or arch too much, and losing your breathing rhythm. Your spine should remain neutral at all times, as if being observed by a strict sergeant. Also, sacrificing quality for speed. Start with 3 sets of 30 seconds with 60 seconds rest. As endurance increases, aim for 45 seconds, reducing rest to 30 seconds.
The mental image of a strict sergeant is definitely motivating. What's the next exercise from the Special Forces playbook?
Next, we're tapping into our most primitive origins of human movement, but intensified. Exercise number 2, the bear crawl.
The bear crawl, that makes sense for military training. It's a low-profile, powerful movement.
It's been refined and intensified by Special Forces as an unparalleled method of developing functional strength. When you see a soldier performing this, you're witnessing years of training condensed into a single exercise. It engages practically all muscle groups simultaneously.
So, a full body mover, what muscles are primarily working?
Your deltoids, traps, and triceps support much of your body weight, while your core constantly works to keep your spine aligned. The stabilizing muscles of the scapula are strongly recruited, creating that solid upper structure you see in military personnel. In the lower part, your quads, hamstrings, and glutes work together, developing strength and endurance crucial in real combat situations.
It sounds like it also builds incredible mental endurance.
It does. When your muscles start to burn and your mind tells you to stop, that's where the real training begins. Special Forces soldiers know this moment of discomfort is exactly where growth happens.
How do you perform a proper bear crawl?
Start in a 4-point position, hands below shoulders, knees below hips. Raise your knees off the ground about 2 to 4 inches. This is your starting position. Keep your back straight and abdomen contracted. Now advance by moving your right hand and left foot simultaneously, followed by your left hand and right foot, always maintaining that low height.
So, not just flailing the legs around, what are the common mistakes?
Raising your hips too high, letting them fall below the line of the spine, or taking steps that are too long. Maintain controlled, precise steps. Start with covering a distance of 33 feet, rest 60 seconds, and repeat 5 times. Progressively increase to 49 feet and reduce rest to 45 seconds.
Fantastic. We've laid the groundwork with core stability and full body primal movement. When we come back, we're going to dive into lifting and carrying strength, special forces style.
Don't go anywhere. Before the break, tell us in the comments, what's one exercise you've always found incredibly challenging but rewarding?
All right, we've covered the mountain climber and bear crawl, building your foundational core and full body movement. Now let's talk about real-world strength.
Lifting and carrying unstable weight sounds like a common scenario in a combat zone or even just in real life, far from the perfectly balanced barbells of a gym.
Exactly. That brings us to our third exercise, the sandbag deadlift. This exercise transports military training from sophisticated gyms to the real battlefield. So it's a deadlift, but way more unpredictable.
While gym lifters may lift perfectly balanced bars, Special Forces soldiers need to be ready to lift a comrade, drag equipment, or carry essential supplies across uneven terrain. This intensely recruits your stabilizing muscles in addition to the primary ones like spinal erectors, glutes, and hamstrings. Your forearms and grip are pushed to the limit while your core works in overdrive.
That grip strength and core stability sound crucial for combat.
What makes this exercise particularly valuable is how it strengthens the trapezius and rhomboid muscles, essential for carrying heavy equipment during long missions.
How do you execute a sandbag deadlift correctly and safely?
Position the sandbag between your feet, which should be shoulder-width apart or slightly wider. Bend your knees and hips, keeping your back straight. Imagine a rod stuck to your spine. Hold the sandbag with both hands. Take a deep breath, and keeping your core tight like armor, drive through your heels, extending your knees and then your hips until you're upright.
Common mistakes here. Rounding the back, I'm guessing?
Precisely. Rounding your back, looking up or down instead of keeping your neck neutral, and trying to lift with your arms instead of driving with your legs. Also, not controlling the descent. Lower the sandbag with the same technique you used to lift it. Perform 4 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions with a challenging weight, resting 90 seconds between sets.
That's a serious full body strength builder. What's next for Special Forces strength?
Next, we take the classic push-up and transform it into a test of balance, strength, and coordination. Exercise number 4, the shoulder tap push-up.
The shoulder tap push-up, I've seen these. They look like they expose every weakness in your core and shoulders.
They do. This exercise intensively works your chest, triceps, and anterior deltoids like a regular push-up, but adds a completely new dimension by recruiting the shoulder stabilizers, rotator cuff muscles, and core muscles at a much deeper level.
So it's not just about pushing, it's about stabilizing while pushing.
Exactly. It quickly exposes and corrects lateral imbalances. If you notice it's harder to stabilize on one side, that's an asymmetry you need to correct.
How do we execute it with that military precision?
Start in a classic push-up position. Perform a complete push-up, lowering until your chest almost touches the ground. When returning to the start position, quickly remove one hand and touch the opposite shoulder, immediately returning it to the ground. Alternate shoulders.
So, not just flailing the legs around. What are the common mistakes here?
Letting your hips rotate during the shoulder tap, excessively arching your lower back, and not completing the full range of the push-up before the tap. Start with 3 sets of 8 repetitions for each side with 60 seconds of rest. Progress to 4 sets of 12 repetitions with 45 seconds of rest.
We're halfway through these incredible exercises, and I'm already feeling stronger just talking about them. When we come back, we're going to dive into the most hated exercise in the military, and 2 more movements that will make you truly unbreakable.
Don't go anywhere. Before the final break, tell us in the comments what's your most hated exercise and why. Unbreakable. 7 Special Forces exercises for insane strength and resilience. We've covered core, primal movement, unstable loads, and unilateral stability. Now get ready for an exercise that will test every fiber of your being.
The most hated exercise in the military, he said. I'm both dreading and excited to know what it is.
It's the burpee, and for good reason. Few movements can raise your heart rate, work practically all the muscles in your body, and test your mental resilience in such a compact package. In Special Forces, the burpee isn't just an exercise, it's a transformation tool that separates those who give up from those who persevere.
That's a powerful way to put it. What makes it so effective?
This compound movement recruits an impressive range of muscle groups: quads, hamstrings, glutes during the squat, core stabilizing the spine in the plank, chest, deltoids, and triceps in the push-up, and the final jump engages the entire body explosively. It's practically impossible to find a muscle that isn't called upon.
And it simulates combat conditions, I imagine.
Exactly. Its ability to simulate the explosiveness needed in combat situations, quickly getting up from the ground, overcoming obstacles, moving even when exhausted, is invaluable. Few exercises raise oxygen consumption so efficiently.
How do you do a burpee with military precision, not just flailing around?
Start standing, quickly drop into a squat, hands on the ground, kick your feet back to a high plank, perform a complete push-up, jump your feet back to the squat position, and finish with an explosive jump, arms above your head. Each repetition should be a fluid movement without unnecessary pauses, even as fatigue sets in.
And common mistakes?
Arching or rounding your back during the plank, not completing the full range of the push-up, and not fully extending in the final jump. Start with 5 sets of 8 repetitions with 90 seconds of rest.
Okay, that's 5. What's the 6th exercise?
Our 6th exercise focuses on developing extreme core endurance, the cold plank hold.
A plank in the cold. That's a new twist.
This is where it goes behind typical isometric training. It's a full body exercise disguised as a simple plank. Your abdominals, obliques, and lumbar muscles work isometrically. Your deltoids, surrounding anterior, and trapezius are in constant tension, while your quads and glutes stay contracted.
What's the benefit of adding the cold?
It develops functional isometric endurance, the ability to maintain static positions for long periods, essential for surveillance, shooting, or waiting in uncomfortable conditions. The cold adds a mental element, teaching your body to function even when all cells are screaming for you to give up.
How do we do this? Should I jump in a freezer?
Ideally, it's performed in lower temperatures, either outdoors in the early morning or in a room with AC on maximum. Lie face down, forearms on the ground, elbows under shoulders. Raise your body, forming a perfectly straight line from head to heels. Contract your abdomen, activate glutes and quads. Keep shoulders away from ears.
What are the mistakes to avoid?
Arching or rounding your back during the plank, not completing the full range of the push-up, and not fully extending in the final jump. Maintain for 30 to 45 seconds. Rest 60. Repeat 3 times.
Okay, that's 5. What's the 6th exercise?
Our 6th exercise focuses on developing extreme core endurance, the cold plank hold.
A plank in the cold. That's a new twist.
This is where it goes beyond typical isometric training. It's a full body exercise disguised as a simple plank. Your abdominals, obliques, and lumbar muscles work isometrically. Your deltoid, surrounding anterior, and trapezius are in constant tension, while your quads and glutes stay contracted.
What's the benefit of adding the cold?
It develops functional isometric endurance, the ability to maintain static positions for long periods, essential for surveillance, shooting, or waiting in uncomfortable conditions. The cold adds a mental element, teaching your body to function even when all cells are screaming for you to give up.
How do we do this? Should I jump in a freezer?
Ideally, it's performed in lower temperatures, either outdoors in the early morning or in a room with AC on a maximum. Lie face down, forearms on the ground, elbows under shoulders. Raise your body, forming a perfectly straight line from head to heels. Contract your abdomen, activate glutes and quads, keep shoulders away from ears.
What are the mistakes to avoid?
Arching or rounding your back during the plank, not completing the full range of the plank, and forgetting to breathe. Many also do a passive plank, maintaining position without active muscle tension. It's about active contraction. Maintain for 30 to 45 seconds, rest 60, repeat 3 times.
Okay, that's 5 brutal exercises. What's the grand finale?
Our setup exercise, the pinnacle of bodyweight training and special forces assessment, the pull-up.
The pull-up, the ultimate test of upper body and back strength.
It's ancestral, a movement that tests the pure strength of the warrior since immemorial times. Every elite unit uses it as a gold standard. It primarily works your lats, major and minor teres and rhomboids, your biceps and brachialis cysts, while your forearms are pushed to the limit for grip.
How do we achieve that perfect special forces pull-up?
Hold the bar with palms facing forward, pronated grip, hands slightly beyond shoulder width. Start with arms completely extended. Keep your core engaged and scapulae slightly retracted. Pull your body up in a controlled movement until your chin passes the bar.
The key is the back muscles, not just arms, right?
Yes, imagine your hands are just hooks and you're pulling with your back, not your arms. You'll feel an intense contraction in your mid-back. Maintain stable scapular and controlled ascent without momentum.
What are the most common mistakes that hinder progress?
Using momentum by swinging, not completing the full range of motion, letting shoulders rise to ears, and relying too heavily on biceps. Always control the descent. Perform 4 sets to failure, whether that's 10 reps or 3, resting 90 seconds between.
Okay, David, this has been an incredible deep dive into the exercises that build truly insane strength. It's not just about physical power, but mental fortitude.
This is the difference between gym strength and the kind of strength that matters when your back is against the wall. You've got the blueprint now.
For everyone who's ready to transform their body and mind with these special forces tactics, this episode is just the beginning.
And if you're serious about taking your training to the elite level, check out our Unbreakable Warrior program, linked in the description. It has full follow-along workouts, progressive plans, and mental resilience drills to guide you.
Hit that like button if you found value today, subscribe to Strength Unleashed for more transformative content, and leave a comment below telling us which of these 7 exercises you're going to master first.
Go forth and become unbreakable.